Okay, it's 5 a.m. You and your wife or significant other or whoever are sitting in your beds peacefully, and you hear me show up going, wow, hey, looking like Klonoa. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescapes. Today, and only today, we are finally here to talk about the Nintendo Direct that just happened. We gave it a day or two off, you know, to sort of marinate, let the thoughts lay down. I thought we'd go over, you know, the major announcements. Let me give my thoughts on them, you know, individually for at least the major ones. And yeah, but guys, let's get right into it. So Nintendo Direct, right? It happened, you know, I feel like when I was watching it, a lot of us were watching it, again, we go into these events with expectation, which is fine. I think that's okay. I think there's a lot of people that I find that over, like, they sort of like go like, oh, these fumble for you guys because you set expectations too high or all that. I'm like, well, I mean, like, it's okay to have expectations. I mean, like, that's like saying if I go see a movie, I shouldn't expect to watch a fucking dope movie, you know, especially when that movie franchise has had bangers, you know. So I think, like, it's in a lot of ways, it's just with a direct, it's more than just the direct itself. A lot of times, you know, it's how it's paced, you know, how long it is between one another because your expectations build up and all that stuff. So obviously that's always going to be a factor, but at the same time, like, I still think looking back, it was sort of a great show. But you know what, guys, let's not even mess around. Let's get right into it. So we start with a new Fire Emblem game. That's right. So we start with Fire Emblem Engage. I'm gonna skip over, you know, the fucking, what's it called, little intro here where they show all the heroes. Fire Emblem Engage. So this game is actually, it's funny enough, it actually leaked a long time ago. I want to say this leaked like what, 6 to 7 months ago now. I think this was gonna be one of their E3 announcements, but yeah, it's right here, Fire Emblem Engage. Now apparently the big rumor about this game and the big thing about it is this was actually supposed to be an anniversary game, which explains why they're going with the whole, you know, summoning other heroes from the series angle with, you know, the game. And obviously this MC, you know, the half hair MC has caused some conversations, you know, some turmoil online. I like it. Again, maybe I'm a freak, maybe I'm a weirdo. I like the fucking overly stupid colors. It's a style that I enjoy. It's something I like, even if it's ridiculous and dumb. I enjoy it. But yeah, obviously we see our boy Mart here looking really clean, actually. But yeah, Fire Emblem Engage, it's going to be a mainline title. Releasing, actually, they gave it a pretty close release. I think it's like January next year. But either way, I'm excited for Fire Emblem. I mean, Fire Emblem is always going to be fun. There's always something about this one that didn't stand out to me. Like, it looks like it's, hey, here's more Fire Emblem. You know, it didn't look like there was anything too crazy going on here. But hey, man, looks fun. Really into it. When does it come out? It comes out, yeah, there it is. Fucking, that's actually kind of wild, bro. January 20th. Like, the fact that next year, starting off right away with a Fire Emblem in January, that's actually like a really cool thing. Very excited for that. So we had that. Let's skip ahead here. It Takes Two is coming to Switch. Cool. Very happy for, you know, It Takes Two. It's a great game. Happy more people are going to get to play it, so that's dope. We can skip around here. Then we got a new Fatal Frame game. So again, happy about that. Like, that's cool. I'm happy, you know, Fatal Frame gets another entry in its series. Love to see it for that fan base. Again, this direct was very Tokyo Game Show centric, which is fine. Again, meant for that. I get it. It do be like that sometimes. I think also what happened was, I feel like the last two directs weren't necessarily for Tokyo Game Show because COVID stuff affected, you know, how grand Tokyo Game Show is gonna be and stuff like that. So I feel like in a lot of ways this one was because of the big return of TGS. I think that this ended up being much more on the Japanese side of things. So we have that, and then we get actually right into Xenoblade getting its first main DLC announced for it. You get a new hero. I assume it's gonna have a whole hero quest for it, which is gonna be dope. You're gonna get your challenges. Cool, really good stuff. I just beat Xenoblade. I feel like for me, I've always listened. I love Xenoblade, but I'm here for, you know, main story stuff, you know. So I will jump back into Xenoblade once we get that big story expansion. I don't think I'm going to be doing this DLC. Maybe I will. I don't know. It depends how fun it is. If people are telling me it's actually really fun, I'll check it out. But there it is. There's your swimsuit gang. Love to see, bro. Tyon rocking it down there. Uni, of course, looking like the baddest bitch around town, bro. The boy right here, Noah. You got Senna. You got Mio right there, bro. Don't tell Z. But yeah, so Xenoblade looking cool. Can't wait to see more of that. Then they gave another look at the SpongeBob game. Dude, this game just looks awesome. It is a perfect spiritual successor. Well, actually no, direct successor, sorry, to what's called SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. And just seeing, you know, how much love and care seemingly is being put into it, and how it's sort of leaning into that style of that old game. Awesome. Cannot wait for this. Very happy about that. What do we have next? We had Fist of the North Star Boxing. Cool for Fist of the North Star fans. You had a game called Oddballers. Very happy for those people. Very surprised when actually Tunic coming to Switch. I did not see this coming. This was an Xbox exclusive for a while. I don't know if it's left. I don't know if it's on PlayStation and stuff, but really cool. Obviously, you know, Tunic very at home on Nintendo, and it is literally a what's called a dead-ass Zelda game. But people really love this game. They say it's amazing, so I might check this out now that it's on Switch, actually. And then they showed this game called Front Mission Remake. Look, I'm happy for you Front Mission fans. I know you exist. I know you gotta be somewhere out there. You know, I know someone's fighting for y'all. And one of you is gonna show up in the comments. I can't wait to see you. But yes, we have that. And then we have the beginning of the farm apocalypse, right? So yeah, this is one of many farm games we're gonna be seeing and talking about here, where Nintendo just this was a show with so many of these farming games, and I feel like, you know, I know people love these, like Story of Seasons and their Rune Factories and their whatever the fucks, but it definitely felt excessive at some points here. So look, happy for y'all, happy y'all get to farm. I feel like in a big way, Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley's mega successes have encouraged a lot of developers to want to, you know, chase that back, you know, which is cool. Or, you know, some smaller developers that just want to make their own version of these games. But yeah, so shout out to that. Very happy for that. Cool stuff. Next up, Splatoon, right? We got the announcement of the next Splatfest going down, which I'm very happy about, which is, I think it is, if you're on a deserted island, are you bringing the gear, the grub, or the fun? And you know, listen, this is a really hard debate, right? Because a lot of these are practical and smart. Now, granted, okay, obviously, to me, the most logical is grub, right? Like, I think there's no doubting that. Like, above having proper gear and having fun, you know, I think you want food, right? Like, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm on an island with nothing. As much as I adore fun and, you know, maybe being able to bring some games and stuff, I need to eat, bro, or I'm gonna die. So, but on another hand, if I'm stuck on a desert island, I'm most likely gonna die anyway. So maybe I should bring something to have fun. I don't know. Very difficult. Let me know what actually you're gonna pick in the comments below. And also, I'm just loving Splatoon in general. Very happy about what's going on with it. And then Octopath 2. I did not see Octopath 2 coming so soon. And you know what I was thinking, right, is, to me, I realized what it was about it, that why this announcement didn't hit me that hard. And I think it's because it feels like we've just gotten 2 of these games. It feels like we just got Triangle Strategy, and it feels like we just got what's it called? What is it? Live Alive, right? So I think because it just feels like this style and game is very fresh in my mind, that Octopath 2's announcement didn't really hit for me like that. But again, Octopath 1 I loved. I thought it was great. They're actually gonna lean more on the, you know, connected stories, which I think was the biggest criticism of Octopath 1. You know, the stories didn't really connect. They sort of loosely did something towards the end, or there were some dialogue bubbles, but it wasn't really connected like that. So they're gonna be working a bit on that. But yeah, again, really cool that this, you know, this team keeps doing this stuff. And again, I still do adore the 2D HD engine. I think that game, yeah, comes out. Look, it gave it another reason. It was yeah, there it is, October. No, sorry, February 24th. So really appreciate that they have release dates for a lot of these major games. That's cool. I mean, right away we have our early year for Nintendo. January, Fire Emblem. February is Octopath 2. So good stuff there. Again, farming game number 2. Didn't need this. This one's actually really cool, and I don't think you should underestimate this one. Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. This is an awesome 3DS port. So for those of you that don't know, I mean, obviously you're seeing it. It's a Final Fantasy rhythm game, and yeah, shit ton of songs, really fun, very simple controls. I loved playing this on 3DS, and it felt at home at 3DS, so it's definitely gonna feel at home, you know, playing it on Switch handheld. I'm really happy this has gotten ported over. Like, I really am, because I think, you know, the multiplayer is gonna be fun. But yeah, February 16th for that. Very happy. I love, there were 2 3DS games actually. I bought both of them. Really good stuff, man. If you love Final Fantasy music, even if you just love video game music in general, you'll be happy with this. I think this one comes with like 500 songs, so good shit. Then they gave an update on Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hopes. I mean, I guess you could talk about it because they showed it at Ubisoft's presentation too. We are finally getting Rayman back in DLC form, which is very exciting. But overall, man, this game looks so much bigger than the first one. Like, the first one felt very, you know, it was colorful, it was fun, but it was small areas and you were sort of mainlining stuff. Here it feels like, you know, you are going to an expansive world. There's gonna be side quests, there's gonna be way more characters to find. Like, I think this is gonna be a much grander journey, but I just love the animations. And yeah, really excited to see where they go. And also, by the way, Rosalina is 100% the villain of this game. And then we got, again, another farming game. I know people love Rune Factory because it mixes, you know, RPG elements with farming and all this stuff, but holy fuck, it's like, I think it's like, I just don't know how you made this presentation and not tell yourself like, hey guys, like maybe we need just 1 or 2 games. It reminds me of like my Fidel Direct, right? Where like, I remember getting like 10 trailers for visual novels, right? And I was like, at some point I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna show a few of these, you know, run them by quick, but I cannot like just put this in there to put this in there. There's got to be some sort of, you know, schmix up with all this. But yeah, so that's happening there. Nintendo Switch Online, I was very surprised, right? I thought we were going to see GBA, and I think a lot of us did. But on the upside, I will gladly take Mario Party 1 through 3 on NSO. That is such a big deal that we are getting 3 mainline Mario Party games, because those are mini games, bro. Like you can have a lot of turns in those games, a lot of fun mini games. It's gonna be a good ass time to have Mario Party on Switch like that. Really cool. We're getting Pokemon Stadium and Excitebike. But yeah, like I'm really surprised they didn't announce a big expansion for NSO Online, which leads you to think, I feel like we're not going to see another update for another year. You know, I hope that's not the case. But usually so far the track record has been they add a console to Nintendo Switch Online around the fall time. I hope maybe they do in February this time around, because I feel like it is due for another console. You know, give me GBA, bro. Like it's not that hard, bro. Like these were on Wii U, these were on the Wii, like on 3DS. Like come on, bro. Just get these out a little faster. But either way, very excited for Mario Party to be playable online for the first time, besides Dolphin. But yeah, so continuing that, what else we got? Then we got GoldenEye for NSO. Cool for the GoldenEye fans. I don't really care. I get another Square Enix game that's just like, I don't like, this just feels like this is, I don't know who this is for. Like it's like they showed this game called Various Day Life, and they like live dropped it that day. I'm just like, to me, it's just weird. It's like it feels like, you know, you got a team of developers to make this for months and months, and it's just out. And I don't know who this is for, but shout out to those people out there. And then we got, you know, some speed dial stuff really quickly, really here with Mario Strikers. So there it is. We got our girl Pauline out here hanging out in the field, running it down with her microphone. Very happy about that. And Diddy Kong. So 2 really good picks for the game. I think the game's getting a single player ranked mode from what I understood in the bio of the game. I think it was said that they're gonna get some sort of mode, but again, really excited for that September 22. I assume it's gonna drop like next week or something. Cool. Again, still think this game should have, you know, dedicated lobbies. I still think you should be able to play any character you want in the Strikers Club mode without having to have other people characters in there. But yeah, so either way, excited for this. It's gonna be fun to at least try them. Atelier Ryza, again, Atelier Thyza, you know how it is, you know how it be. I'm very happy for the fans of this series. Cool stuff, the very good stuff. Then Mario Kart, I was surprised we saw Mario Kart. I thought we weren't going to. But and it is because we are actually not seeing the full thing. They showed us 2 tracks. We got to look at Merry Mountain, which is this Christmas like one, which looks beautiful. I love this track. I know a lot of you, it's funny, I'm pointing out the inconsistencies. Like some tracks look amazing, some tracks, you know, look whatever. And I think where it comes from is that there are tracks that are in mind and sharing assets with Mario Kart Tour, where some are being wholly originally made for Mario Kart 8. But Peach Gardens, I'm very excited about. That's one one of my favorite tracks from Mario Kart DS. I think that one's really good. But yeah, so coming out winter 2022. I'm assuming, yeah, this is gonna be like late November, early December game around when people are buying a shit ton of Switches. Really happy about that. So that's gonna be cool. Nintendo Switch Sports, man. I'm so upset at this game, bro. Like, this game, like, getting a golf update, by the way, that got delayed. Like, now the golf update is coming out, what's it called, in December. I'm like, dude, it's fucking golf. Like, it really, it truly cannot be that deep that you have to delay when golf is coming out to this thing. And when are the next updates? And I don't know, it just feels really weird and tacked on. But yeah, let's go to Miyamoto. Now, Miyamoto shows up. Now, Miyamoto, man, I don't know what happened. I used to be so hyped when Miyamoto shows up on the screen. Now I'm just like, oh god. He shows up, he's like, hey, Mario movie. Hey, Universal Studios. Anyways, ignored that. We're here to talk to you about Pikmin Bloom, bro. And he spent so long on talking about Pikmin Bloom. I'm like, no, guys, no. Nintendo Direct, and it's not the place to, one, talk about mobile, two, fucking extensively long times talking about, you know, the mobile game. And obviously, you know, it's to tie into the next thing, but god, here it is, everybody. Finally, though, 7 years later, Pikmin 4. After they said nearly completed, Pikmin 4 happened. Again, assumingly this game got rebooted in development, I'd say I think it was like 2017, 2018. Very excited for this. Very brief look at this. But I'm so happy it exists, man. As a big Pikmin fan, love this series. I played all of the games. Really love it. I'm excited that it exists, man. I'm happy. I just wish we had seen more, because it felt like this game was such a like joke for a while of it being done, you know, and all that stuff, that like I just wish we had gotten some sort of extended trailer on it. But yeah, we got another screenshot here. We don't know who this is. It sort of looks like Brittany from Pikmin 3, but I don't think it is. So maybe, I don't know, it's her daughter at some point, or maybe this is Olimar's daughter. Who really knows? But really happy. Again, game looks gorgeous. I would actually love if the game was sort of one big area, and you sort of walk to your ship and you kind of sleep in it without it going up into space, like, and you could just wake up, leave it. Like, that would be really cool if this was just like one massive area you explore and grow over time, as opposed to the more old school design of, hey, you have till the end of the day, you leave, you dip, and all that stuff. But yeah, like, maybe make it a challenge. Maybe make it so that, like, okay, you can actually explore at nighttime. It is going to be more dangerous, but you can do it if you want. And it's sort of this risk reward sort of thing, which I think would be really cool. But yeah, so cool. Happy Pikmin 4 is a thing. Just Dance, who cares? Harvestella, you know, Square Enix is pushing this RPG. Again, another fucking farming JRPG thing. Again, like, I just don't know who these are for, really. Like, I know they're for somebody, right? But it's like, I get it. It's specific to some people. At least this looks fairly cool. Like, even if it does have, you know, farming aspects and stuff, I've seen a lot of people that actually are playing it and saying it's really fun. So, cool. Again, Square, shout out to you for just doing what you gotta do, bro. Shout out to you. And then Bayonetta, another reminder about Bayonetta. Game looks immaculate, bro. I cannot wait for this game. It cannot be understated how awesome this game is gonna be. And it comes out in a month, bro. We're a month away. Like, October is gonna have Mario plus Rabbids and Bayonetta. That's gonna be fire. I cannot wait. Very excited. Nothing too crazy shown here besides, you know, some character stuff. I know they had a full gameplay trailer. Won't spoil enough of it for you. What's it called? But yeah, so cool stuff. Then they showed a new game by the Danganronpa devs, which looked, you know, fairly solid. I mean, again, shout out to the Danganronpa fans. Hope y'all are happy. It looks like a cool visual novel story. Listen, man, I can't stand the cloud ports, bro. I cannot get hyped for them. I do not care about them. I don't think, you know, I think these are for Japan, because people have said that in Japan, the servers are incredible and that, you know, the cloud version stuff works. But here it just feels like this doesn't need to exist. Why is there a demo for a cloud version? Actually insane. So there's that. You got Sifu coming to Switch, which cool. I mean, it definitely looks like a bootleg version of Sifu, but Sifu's definitely coming. Crisis Core, cool. Getting its official release date, December 12th, I believe. Looking really awesome. Can't wait for Crisis Core. It's gonna be really cool to play this on Switch, and in general, very happy about that game. Coming over, you got Radiant Silver Gun out there. You got some Endless Dungeons. What else you got here? Tales of Symphonia remastered. Cool. People really love Tales of Symphonia. This remaster looks weird. I wish there was a little more effort put into it, but hey, fairly solid for, you know, a really old game. So good stuff there. Then, you know, sizzle reel of random stuff, sizzle reel stuff of the demo of this or Fall Guys. And then we get a big surprise I was so happy about. Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. We were actually predicting that that for the anniversary there should be at least one remaster. Like, Kirby's anniversary has been handled immaculately well. You get a brand new game, you get a spin-off game. So we got Kirby's Dream Buffet, and now we're getting this as the remaster. Love this new art style they're going with, where like the backgrounds are gorgeous and updated, but they've got like the outlines. It looks almost like the it almost looks like Kirby Clash on 3DS, where it's got art style. You got a new power-up in there, mech. I hope they maybe add like a second cool power-up we don't know about yet. I feel like there's gonna be at least one more, but either way, Mech Kirby, long overdue. I'm very excited for it. I know everybody's making fun of DDD because he looks like his Forgotten Land design, but either way, cannot wait for this. The one bummer is Nintendo sucks and have not really shown or said that this game is gonna have online multiplayer. It does say on the website that it supports it, but it doesn't. I think it might be for the mini games, but you know, not sure really how much I trust that, but I'm glad they have this sword mini game back. Really cool that they have a 4-player version of it, but I really do hope it has online multiplayer. If not, it's fine. I will force the game to come over. I'm glad they're bringing this mini game back from the GBA games, where you do the bomb toss. I love that. One of my favorite Kirby mini games, but really happy about this, dude. I love Kirby, and Return to Dreamland, if you've never played it, is one of the best 2D Kirby games out there, and love it. February 24th, so again, early in the year, next year, looking clean. And then to conclude the direct, we actually get a look, obviously, at what's it called, Breath of the Wild 2. We get a big trailer here. Well, half big trailer. Again, this is another part of sort of my disappointment, where finally we get Breath of the Wild 2's release date and title, but I thought the trailer itself would be a bit more grandiose, and this has been like a consistent problem with Breath of the Wild trailers, where it'll be like, hey, here's a glimpse and that's it, bye. Here's a glimpse and that's it, bye. Here's a glimpse and that's it, bye. Which maybe is part of what they want to do. They want to keep things mysterious, but either way, man, this game looks fucking gorgeous. I am so excited for Breath of the Wild 2. I think this game is going to be crazy, mind-blowing, bro. Like, I don't know, man. This is insane. So obviously, you know, the whole gimmick here is going to be, you know, the sky sanctuaries. I really do wonder, though, how does this affect Hyrule? Because obviously we could see here that, you know, we have access to the Hyrule from the original game, but obviously it's very clear you're gonna want to explore all these sky islands. But what's gonna be massively different about the land? You know, it's gonna incentivize me to run around a lot of these areas that I've seen before, and that's still yet to be seen. But either way, very excited for that. I know a lot of the Zelda theorists going crazy over it, and also I can't wrap my head around calling it Tears of the Kingdom and not Breath of the Wild 2, but I'm gonna get used to it. So Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Almost shocking we got the release date, so May 12th, 2023. So we have our release date. I think it's locked. I think this release date is locked. I can't say, you know, for sure with Zelda games, because it's Zelda and it has a history of delays, but I feel like by this point, you know, you've said this after knowing how much you've delayed it and people want this, that I feel like it's time. But yeah, listen, overall, looking back at this direct, I thought it was great. Actually, you know what? Not even great. I would say it was a good direct. I think there was solid Nintendo first party stuff. I think the third party stuff definitely felt a little except for like Octopath Traveler, but like I feel like with the first party stuff, my issues were like, it felt like it was like cut short, right? Where it was like, okay, Pikmin, after years of being announced, what's it called, not really showing any game, years after being, you know, rumored and said to be done, seeing it with no gameplay was like, okay, fine. Nintendo Switch Online, I wish we had gotten GBA. Zelda, I wish I had a little more gameplay in there. But yeah, I think at least Fire Emblem Engaged looks awesome. Either way, look, a presentation is fun. We got some cool announcements. We got some cool games. So guys, let me know what you thought about the Nintendo Direct. What was your favorite announcement? What do you think was cool about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Again, not every Direct is also going to be for every person, and that's always okay. As long as you have a good time watching for a little bit, that's really all that matters. So thank y'all for watching. You're the best. Peace out.